Hi everyone, this is Itlali with the Mexica Movement, and I'm going to be giving you more information on the backdrop to our protest at Disneyland, that we've been protesting the killing of the unarmed man Manuel Diaz, and also of the violent and racist attacks against the community of the group of people that were there protesting and voicing out their anger at the police because they unjustly killed a man right in their community, and they unleashed a canine and they started shooting rubber bullets into a crowd of women, children, infants, kids in the little cars, and families. This letter we wrote to Disneyland on July 31st, 2012. We had already protested that weekend before on Saturday, July 28th and Sunday, July 29th. The letter goes like this. Open letter to Disney, July 31st, 2012. Disneyland Resort. Attention, Suzi Brown, spokesperson of Disneyland Resort. The following is a statement from the demonstrators who protested the Disneyland Resort over the weekend. To be clear, we are the group that was on Harbor Boulevard at the entrance to Disneyland Resort. We are not part of the group that was at the police station on Sunday. We would like to establish a communications link with Disneyland Resort. We are protesting in front of Disneyland because Disneyland Resort is the largest economic and political power in Anaheim. With great power comes great obligations. We want Disneyland Resort to use all of its power and influence to stop the violence and racist criminal actions of the Anaheim Police Department. This will bring peace and justice to the volatile situation in Anaheim. We made it clear to the media about why we are protesting Disneyland Resort. They reported on Saturday, July 28, 2012, in print, television, and other media, the reality in Anaheim as Disneyland Resort is the money and the power in Anaheim. They went on to explain that our group of protesters wanted Disneyland Resort to take assertive actions to A. Fire the police chief, B. Get the proper authorities to arrest the criminal police officers who killed the unarmed man named Manuel Diaz, C. To also arrest the police officers involved in the racist and violent attacks on the protesters of July 21st, 2012. And D. To arrest those officers involved in the past killings of unarmed persons in the city of Anaheim. The media understands why Disney has a responsibility to be part of a solution to the killings and violence in Anaheim. Hopefully, Disney also sees their responsibility and takes it on in a positive and constructive manner. The whole world will be seeing how the Disney company deals with this responsibility. At the Saturday protest, we had the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Los Angeles Times, OC Register, La Opinión, various radio stations, foreign television, and local English and Spanish language television news covering the protests that we did and explaining the situation, Disney, and our demands. We would like Disneyland Resort to issue a positive statement condemning the Anaheim police actions of July 21st, 2012 that include, number one, condemning the racist police actions that resulted in killings of unarmed persons over the last few months from a pattern that goes back for several years. Number two, condemning the racist police action of using an attack dog on protesters on July 21st, 2012. This action was criminal because it was aimed at a woman with her infant child and other women with infants and children with the protesters. You can see that video on YouTube. Number three, condemning the July 21st, 2012 racist police actions of shooting rubber bullets indiscriminately into the protesting crowd of local residents that included women and children. Number four, demanding the arrest of the police officers who killed Manuel Diaz. Because under California Penal Code, every public officer who, under the color of authority, without lawful necessity, assaults or beats any person is punishable by the fine not exceeding to $10,000 or by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 1 year, or pursuant to subdivision of Section 1170, or by both that fine and imprisonment. Number five, demanding the arrest of the police officers who set the police dog on the crowd. California Penal Code, every public officer who under color of authority without lawful necessity assaults or beats any person is punishable by a fine not exceeding $10,000 or by imprisonment in a county jail not exceeding 1 year, or pursuant to subdivision H of Section 1170, or by both the fine and imprisonment. Number six, demanding the arrest of the police officers who shot rubber bullets into the crowd. Number seven, demanding the firing of police chief John Walters for his incompetence in handling the killings, police violence, and failure to arrest the criminals in the police department who committed these crimes. Number 8, demanding the arrest of police officers who shot and killed unarmed persons in the last 5 years. Disney has the power in Anaheim, and they should use it for a positive solution to the police killings and violence in Anaheim. They have nothing to lose by doing the right thing. They have plenty to lose if they encourage police violence and killings. They have plenty to lose with continued protests and a boycott campaign. We reject the idea of just investigating the situation. That investigation can go on for years and result in nothing being done. Look up 2007 MacArthur Park police violence against media and protesters for the history of failure of these types of investigations. We also reject the idea of paid suspension of the officers involved in the killing and violence. That paid suspension is equal to a free paid vacation for every person they kill or person that they injure. We would like Disney to be responsible citizens of Anaheim and to immediately initiate the necessary phone calls, meetings, statements, and other communications that will expedite these 8 demands within days of this letter. We want action and not procrastination. We want action and not a legos or refusal to take responsibility. Disneyland Resort involvement in these demands is the only thing that will end the killings and violence in Anaheim. To procrastinate, to delay, to ignore these demands is equal to condoning and encouraging the killings and violence. The whole world is watching how Disneyland Resort will use its power in this situation, using its power to push for these arrests and firing for the good of all, or to be part of the problem that allows racism, killings, and violence on the people of Anaheim. We would like to set up a meeting with Disney representatives to discuss the 8 demands that we are making. Mexica Movement is the organizer of the protests that were aimed specifically at Disneyland Resort. We are conducting our protests in a peaceful manner that is within the law. Ask the Anaheim Police Chief Field Officer to see that we are well organized in a peaceful group. Ask your security personnel to confirm the same. Here is a little background on the organization that has put together these protests in regards to Disneyland Resort. We have dealt with Disney before with protests that went on for about a year. We protested a racist motion picture that was planned by Disney. It was going to hire a European to play the Mexican indigenous hero Emiliano Zapata. We won in that past protest, and we will win in this situation. We have proven our determination to win justice. Look up LA Weekly summary of the Zapata film and the cancellation by Disney. We are prepared to expand the protests at Disneyland Resort and to start a boycott campaign if we get no cooperation from Disneyland Resort. This was written by Olin Tezcatlipoca, spokesperson of Mexica Movement. That we wrote on July 31st. We sent that letter to Suzi Brown, we sent it to Disney, and we sent it to local media.